Hi, I'm Tony Brown with Empire Property Management Group here in Columbia, South Carolina. And today's topic is how to budget for maintenance as a Columbia, South Carolina landlord. Well, the first and most important thing that I would tell anybody is know the age of your property and the condition of the property. This is the most important thing you can do when you're trying to get a good estimate of how much money you think you need to budget. So before we start talking about the budget, I'd like to take this time to talk about the three different types of maintenance. The first one is routine and preventative maintenance. This is simply when there's nothing wrong at your house, but you want to do some things to make sure that nothing breaks. So you want to handle some things before anything breaks. All right, that's simple. A good example of that is your AC unit. You can clean the coils, you can get somebody to come out, check the freon level, stuff like that. There's programs out there. They may do $129 for maybe a year. But that's a good way of doing preventive stuff, so that way you make sure nothing breaks. The second one is a corrective action. The corrective maintenance is when something happens, something breaks, and you just need to fix it. There's nothing wrong with it. Any house that people are living in, stuff is going to break. So if something goes bad, your garbage disposal has a crack in it because it's old, and they got to replace that. That's corrective action. We get a new one, put a new one in, and then people keep, life goes on. And the last one is emergency maintenance. This is when something catastrophic has happened. A pipe breaks, a freeze break, a gas line breaks. That is something that has to happen right away. Is hampering the person who's living in the house, and it has to happen soon as possible. Now this one, a lot of people you can never really budget for, but this is on the far end of your budget. Now I'll get into how much money should you have for maintenance. Well, I would say this, and I'm going to use a couple rule of thumbs that I go by. Think about carpet. If carpet lasts for a good 10 years, if we make sure people maintain it, it lasts for 10 years, and carpet can run you anywhere from $1 to maybe $1.50, sometimes $2 a square foot. So you take how many square feet your house is, times it by $1, or times it by 2, or times it by $1.50. That's how much it would cost for you to replace your carpet, and then you can divide that by 12, however you want to do it, to put your budget in there. To see how much money you think you may need for that, depending on the condition of your carpet at this time. Now we talk about paint. Paint have a life expectancy of 3 years. The same thing with paint. You got to think about it. Rule of thumb is about 90 cents a square foot, something like that, or $1.10. And then you just think about, okay, I haven't painted the house in 3 years. I want it to look good. I want to keep somebody in it. It's an investment. Hey, after about 3 or 4 years, you might get away with 5 years, but if you get away with 5, you still know it got to be painted sometime. So divide up those 60 months by however much you think you need to save per month. So when that time comes, the money is there. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is escrow accounts. Here at Empire Property Management, we have escrow account, and you can put as much money in there as you would like. It's your money. You'll get it back if you decide to not rent your house out anymore. This is just an account for any repairs that may need to happen. And a rule of thumb, I try to tell everybody, at least keep $250 to $300 in there at all times in case something happens, so you're not totally out of your pocket if some routine maintenance need to happen. I'm Tony Brown with Empire Property Management Group. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions about today's blog or any of the services that I may provide, I look forward to hearing from you and look forward to taking your call.